Yes, stuff
What's been
happened.
going on? Oh yeah, that was the other thing I got all distracted with on vacation. So I stepped in a big nice internet drama shit pile, and then literally boarded a plane moments later.
Yeah, I
So
saw that. I saw that. I saw that you got involved in the whole Nicole Arbour, Louis J. Gomez.
So yeah, most of you guys have been following this, but there are plenty of people that watch us that don't follow us in that realm. But so Louis J. Gomez, a guy we've had nice things to say about on the show, Gas Digital Network, which we've had nothing but nice things to say about. We've had the owner Ralph on our show when we were in Miami. We've had
Bronx Johnny
Chris from
High
Brooklyn. I thought we had Chris from Brooklyn.
Also,
we never got Bronx Johnny on. We keep saying, "Hey, when we're going to come on," and he got busy. He's got.
We had Chris from Brooklyn. You're right. We
had Chris from Brooklyn, Ralph. And there have been times we goofed on them. There have been other times, but we never. We just always plug them because we very much respect what they've done. They've succeeded where many people have failed.
They're no compound.
They've had multi-million-dollar.
That's a phrase the kids are saying.
They've managed to band together and create something that, look, we'll even admit we tried to network. It failed miserably because that's a lot of moving parts and a lot of people to control. It's not easy. So they did a good job with that. They've been defending comedy relentlessly, the Shane Gillis stuff, Louis C.K., all that good shit. So they've been pretty much, the way I told it to Louis was, basically it's like a few people left that are just keeping comedy on a respirator, and everybody else is just out there like, oh, I was right. Let me tell you about my ripe. Like everything is just, guys, I want to take a moment to talk about police brutality. And they're the only ones that have been doing that. So Louis J. Gomez, on his Real Ass podcast, had a YouTuber by the name of Nicole Arbour on, who I've never heard of before this. Do you ever?
Yes, and I'll tell you, but let me tell you from where.
Okay.
She was one of those pumped Facebook videos but I never would consider her a comic or anything. It was one of those based like, actually, let me tell you why fat shaming's awesome.
One of those. So basically, she was trying to be like an ethos, but a right wing, dude.
But then the attention I saw was dwindling, and I saw that then she had a quick turnaround, especially on the Me Too stuff, where she was like, the Me Too stuff is stupid, and you all deserve to be raped. To that now it's like, I want to apologize for anybody I hurt in the Me Too movement. And you deleted a lot of tweets, Nicole, which is kind of weird.
It's very weird when you become woke and then like 7,500 tweets disappear.
Yeah.
It's a little odd. But this is the new MO for these people. So
Nicole's been on Crowder, apparently, some people are saying.
I heard that a lot, too. She's basically like, if you guys go back, you can watch the Real Ass Podcast episodes. You can watch the Nightwave take on it. I
hate both of those shows.
She went into the Real Ass Podcast. Louis J. Gomez was doing his usual thing, a new hot chick in the room, and he's doing the whole Pepe Le Pew.
Of course.
I'm going to hit on you, and of course I'm going to fail miserably on the air because it's funny for content. And she brought her own camera person, which right away...
Red flag right there. That is a red... When you bring your own camera person, that's a problem.
Yeah, and she filmed it from her perspective so she could use the footage without getting a hit. It's very smart. Very smart.
Right.
It was awkward. It wasn't a great appearance. She's not funny. She's just a YouTuber who thinks she's a comedian. So it wasn't the best episode ever that they did. And then she left. Nothing was said. And then about an hour goes by. She has a new video up on Instagram and YouTube. What is it? Comedian destroys sexist comedy club, a comedy festival owner or whatever. And she cut it up. She tweaked the footage and made him, and even in the tweaked footage, he still came off more likable. But that was during that whole fray. We covered it on Nightwave, and I said some less than flattering things about her, about her fading looks, about the fact that her last movie was in 2011, and the skin's not holding up like it used to. All kinds of mean stuff, and now we're Louis J. Gomez followed me. So we've been talking, cool. And we might. We're trying to figure something out to maybe go up there and do some stuff. But this woman is horrendous. She's flip-flopped more times on anything I've ever seen. She's copyright striking channels.
See that all the other stuff is again. There's a lot of but then you start doing that that's when you're like the lowest of the low. Like that's the dregs. that's the dregs of like, I'm gonna actually copyright strike channels. Like, there's certain people that we've goofed on, and we've really goofed on them hard, but they've never like done bitch moves like the fuck like what Owen did or what Baked Alaska did, you know, and be like, oh, we're gonna copyright strike your channel now. That is just some low level grimy. Some grimy, I don't want people to hear what I said because it makes me look bad bullshit. I really hate that. I hate when anybody does that.
And I dared this bitch to hit my channel, and she has yet to hit Nightwave for anything. Although I paused it so much and only played little snippets because she's so hateable. I couldn't make it more than a half a second every time I would unpause, and she would say one thing, and I'd be like, bah! And it was like 40 minutes of yelling. So I don't think she's going to be able to hit me anyway because it's all me.
Did someone says she sued Theo for headphones that hurt her?
Another thing I heard.
I didn't hear this one. This is new for me. So what is this?
The story is, I don't know, but enough people are kind of saying it's true. So I don't know if it's true, but a lot of people are saying it is. She was on Theo Von's podcast, and she tried to sue him for, I think her earring got caught on his headphones.
That's on her though.
Oh,
no.
yeah,
If you know anything about radio, you know, like women that do radio, whether they're terrible in their holes and their whatever, they know. Oh, I can't wear super dangly earrings. You just know there's certain things, or if you do, you ask for the earbud headphones to put in. That's on you.
Yeah. All right. Now I got to do the Theo impression.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like, I thought back to it, and it's like, like maybe my headphones could have been better. Maybe I could have been a nicer person. I don't know. It's like, Theo always just, even when it's not his fault, he's just like guilt-ridden and feels bad. Maybe I just could have been a better person about it. I don't know, man. Maybe she's right. No, Theo, stand up for yourself. Stick up for yourself one time.
Yeah, so the word is on the latest episode with Bobby. This is from a year ago, by the way. So this is a year ago. This was written. On the latest episode with Bobby Lee, Theo said a female comic tried filing a lawsuit over her malfunction with her headphones. Who was it? And most people are saying Nicole Arbour, for sure. Nicole. I guess the way he said it, there wasn't a lot of females that were on recently. And they narrowed down that it wasn't Whitney Cummings because she's been on his show again.
Yeah, and that's usually and because they know each other. That's a different thing.
Correct.
Whitney Cummings is another Comedy Store person, and so is Theo. So they would. I don't think Whitney Cummings would have sued Theo Von for a headphone thing. I think that she probably would have made fun of Theo for 10 minutes about a headphone thing.
Right.
So it had to be. Yeah. It's this woman has got a long history of being an opportunistic little slime ball. Joy of Pesci worked. He says he worked with her as a editor or something on a video she did. She did these horrible rap videos a couple of years. Like, she's cringe as fuck. And,
wasn't she topless in a movie too? I think I saw that clip going around.
Yeah. She
nice tits.
Yeah, pretty decent tits.
I mean, I don't want a 12-hour ban from Twitter like you got, but
decent tits.
All right, no, I get. Look, let's be honest. She could still get it.
I get it, but that milk's been sitting on the shelf for 8 years.
All right, but some people like cheese.
I like cheese, motherfucker, but I don't like mold.
Fucking brie.
Yeah, seriously. So she just has a history of doing this shit. That she was topless in a 2011 Jason Mewes horror film that was made in Canada.
So it's all done for heroin.
It's
him.
Snoogans.
Fuck. So I haven't seen the back and forth of them going. I thought they talked for a second and they worked it out for a sec, but then it just ramped up again.
She doesn't learn.
No.
So she I guess the thing is he called her, or she said, call me. They worked out a phone call situation. She goes, fine, I'll take because Lewis's only demand has been, take that fucking video down. Like, you're retarded. This is stupid, And she's like, I'll take it down, but I want an hour broadcast. You and me will both film it. And blah, 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 blah.
Fuck you.
And Lewis just kind of was like, yeah, fine, whatever. Just take the video down. I'll do it.
I fucking wouldn't do that.
Then Lewis J. Gomez, like the next day, he tweeted, he goes, all right, guys, so I'm gonna do an hour with her broadcasting. She's gonna take the video down. We're gonna work something out, man. It's gonna be cool. And he just got bombarded with, dude, fuck this whore. Like, you're bigger than her. Stop this. This is, none of us want to see her. You shouldn't put yourself in a position to be in that fucking room with her again. She's going to pull this shit again. Look at this track record. Stop it. And Lewis finally, like, an hour goes by. He pulls a PewDiePie and he's like, all right, yeah, after some careful consideration, I talked to a couple people. I'm not going to do that. So she put it back up. So now they've been fighting nonstop, still like cats and dogs for a couple of days now. It's been pretty funny. It's been like a funny distraction while I've been on vacation. Like, because, you know, it's like when we go on vacation, it sucks. People are always trying to start drama with us. And it's like, come on, man.
I know.
He's like,
I know.
Dude, I just want to eat shrimp cocktail and be with my wife.
Leave me alone,
You know, and I was the same way. I'm just like, there, come on. And, so it was just nice to somebody else's beef. And I'm like, oh, this is beautiful, man. There's no emotional attachment. I did get a 12-hour ban, as Royce pointed out, for complimenting
for
her.
saying she had nice tits, and she does.
Does she not have nice tits?
Are we not allowed to compliment the female form?
Apparently not.
So, yeah, from what I see about her, there's a couple things that are kind of off. I mean, I'm sure you covered a bunch of this stuff, but it's kind of weird to have 438,000 subs, but only get like 50,000 views. It's kind of weird.
She averages 20 to 30 likes on tweets.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at YouTube, but yeah.
Oh, but she has 500,000 or something. If you go look at her Twitter, I can't remember, it's 50,000 or 500. She has a lot of paid followers, and then she gets the same impressions that you and I get on Twitter. And I'm not even talking about the ROTC account. I'm talking about our personal dumb accounts. She definitely has bought followers. If you guys Google Caroline Calloway, she was an Instagram influencer, and her ghostwriter just came out in a huge story against her a couple months, like maybe a couple weeks ago, and she kind of paints a really accurate picture of how these sort of manufactured e-thoughts come to prominence, and how they always have like some dumpy looking girl that looks like Daria writing for them and doing all their, you know, material and stuff, but they buy followers. Like it was Google Caroline Calloway and read that art. Not you, but I'm saying you guys later, and read that article. It'll tell you everything.
I'm going to do that instead of the show.
Okay, that's fine. Quietly.
Click.
Occasional coffee, yeah. No, but that's but yeah, so if you look that up, this of course, hell hath no woman like a fury like a woman scorned. So this female old BFF of Caroline Calloway came out and was like, here is a roadmap, or Caraway.
Somebody's saying, don't talk shit about Cab Calloway.
Not Cab Calloway.
Don't, but fine, but just
press F to pay your respects to Cab Calloway. I mean, that was a long time ago.
Let's set up that rule anyway. No disrespect of Cab Calloway on our show. You heard me?
That's the first and only rule in this community. But yeah, so this Daria-looking bitch came out and gave you guys an entire roadmap on how women like this even can pretend that they're important, even though they're not.
Yeah. So yeah, she was basically trying to stir up a Me Too thing, is what she was doing.
Yeah,
she was, and it was she's trying to garner attention.
But did you see her tweets about? Well, if you bitches don't want to get raped, don't get drunk.
Yeah,
stop being hoes.
She's deleted a lot
hose
of those
mad. All like no, but trust me, there's plenty of people out there that have been saving them. They're not going to go away. And she's been around for long enough too that I'm sure people have that shit archived on Wayback Machine. So it's not going away. Every time this bitch tries to get, it's really funny. It's like watching a fight where somebody just keeps getting back up, and it's just bam, 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 bam. I don't know how many times she's gonna keep getting back up, but stay down. Just stay down. Throw in the towel. Be done with it.
I don't know, but you got to understand with people like this, even though it's negative attention, it's still attention versus the dwindling attention she was starting to get. You know what I mean? So this keeps her in the spotlight, and I've actually seen it's people that I really don't talk to, whatever, but somebody added me on Facebook to a group called, please, I stay in it because it's called Comic Mafia. And it's basically, I swear to God, and they added me to it because of how cringe it was, but it's just a group on Facebook where it's a bunch of comics and, doing comic things. And God, the future looks bad for comedy.
It's really bad.
But there was a couple women going, can you believe this loser Louis J. Gomez is going after Nicole Arbour? I'm like, are you serious? First off, she's not a comic. Yeah. She's not even funny.
No.
She's just tits that they manufactured into being based.
Yeah.
She's a Lauren Southern without the fucking pride to retire.
Yeah.
Go like, hey, Clock's a ticking. I'm about to hit the big 3-0. I better fucking mosey on out here.
Yeah, and say we want about Lauren Southern. That bitch had balls. You know what I mean? She didn't fucking pussyfoot around at her fence ride. This woman's flip-flopped all the time. Lauren Southern was just like...
Mulatto balls, but balls.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so she's... I think it's going to die down. We're going to see what happens. The only thing I don't like about this woman is that she claims to be a comedian. She claims to like comedy and all this, right? She's trying to harm, like, a brand that's one of the last flourishing independent comedy brands, like the Skanks, the Legion of Skanks, and I know a lot of our fans love the Legion of Skanks. Some people hate the Legion of Skanks. Even if you hate their fucking guts, they're the only, like one of the only organized organizations that has a festival, has a whole network of podcasts, and they're trying to keep comedy on a fucking respirator. And these so-called comics are like, shut it down. And it's like, why are you trying to harm their sponsors and go after their shit when it's you're not going to have a lot of these venues left if you keep this up.
Comedy's had this big woke revolution that's been going on for a while, and it really is like you know, before even go back to the tough crowd days, for example, right? Where there was this real nice little, there's a sweet spot we hit where it was just comics being brutal and funny, but you could say whatever you want, but comics up until very recently, even if they hated another comic, they always like defended him. Like, hey, he's a comic. Hey, you know what? I might not like Jeff Foxworthy. He might be a hack, but they always defended.
Bill Maher would be defending Jeff Foxworthy.
Correct.
Like, he was joking. Okay.
Yeah. So there was always this. Hey, we're gonna defend each other no matter what. You know, even if you're a piece of shit. We've done it. We've defended shows that we fucking hate. You know, because you can't root for somebody else to get destroyed by something that could easily destroy you, even if you hate them. But now you see verified comics that are going after other comics, and it's like, this is going to destroy your whole thing. You guys have no loyalty to the industry that fucking some dudes went to jail to build. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, there's a reason why Magneto and Professor X teamed up whenever Apocalypse showed up.
Exactly.
Because it's like, look, man, I get it, but this guy, can we just do this real quick? But we'll go back to fighting.
But after this, and also after like the Shane Gillis thing, like stuff like that, you start realizing like, man, some of you fucking comics are fucking bitches. You think that destroying the industry you're in is going to do anything? Fucking stop. It is, I think it's one of the most disgusting things that's been going on.
I think it's almost like the entertainment world equivalent of accelerationism. It's like the people that want to accelerate the complete collapse of the system so that something else, you know, grows out of it that's better than what we have. And there are people that actually think that way. And I think there's people that think that way in terms of the entertainment industry too. It's like, I don't care who gets hurt in the process. I'm not doing well in the current system. So maybe if we blow the whole system up and kill a bunch of people, something else will grow out of it where I get to be a winner. But the problem is that even when that happens, you're not going to be a winner. You don't have a killer instinct. You don't have that fucking drive to do something with yourself. So even if the system does collapse, Nicole Arbour ain't rising out of the ashes. You know what I mean? It's going to be new up and coming guys. So,
and by the way, I'm not saying you can't fucking make fun of other comics. You can if they suck. If there's, that's not what we're talking about. Talking about, like, for example, we made fun of Sarah Weinshank. We've never said she should be canceled. She shouldn't be booked at any club. She should. There's a difference between calling out people that are fucking hacks or whatever, but it's usually the other way around. You'll defend people like that, but then when it's your turn in the barrel, when you're a misogynistic pig, they either sit there with their mouths fucking closed, or they go, you know what, fuck them. They represent the worst that's in comedy. It's like, fuck you, man. There's a way to get your point across without absolutely costing somebody their fucking livelihood. Mm-hmm. You know, over jokes, by the way. We're not talking about someone fucking helping pedophiles. They should lose their livelihood. They should be fired. You shouldn't work with people like that, right? But for telling jokes, to me, it's absolutely, it's a fucking disgrace what's been going on in comedy. And if you would have told me, and look, I like Louis J. Gomez, but if you would have told me 10 years ago when Louis was making cunt jokes on the Bennington Show or Ron and Fez, do you think I would have said he's going to be one of the last dudes? It's actually, I would have never thought that. But here's where we are now.
Yeah.
There's only a few people who are like, no. Fuck you.
Not only that, but like the fact that he like actually owns a brand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah, it's impressive.
That just goes to show you guys that when you're dumb as rocks and you come from a poor background, as long as you're a hardworking Puerto Rican, you can still own your own business.
Muffler shop. Oh, sorry.
It's
what I'm used to around here.
There is something about dumb Hispanics that just they all become business owners through sheer will. Yeah. I'll just work 70 hours a week. It's fine. And it's like, well, you're gonna beat everybody.
Eventually, you'll be the only one that's there. Yeah.
Last one out of the office, dudes. So you fucking go to Miami right now. I dare you to find me an HVAC company that doesn't have a Hispanic owner. So.